The second most contribution of Max Weber is relating to Protestant ethic and the spirit of capitalism. So, we would like to discuss the first part relating to Protestant ethic. So, according to Max Weber, religion not his estimation only, and even the most important cause of the rise of capitalism, it only provided the required stimulus. He discussed it in relation to Calvinism, a form of Protestantism, which developed as a challenge to Catholicism, and in relation to Western civilization. So, we would like to discuss the very rational and irrational religion as presented by Max Weber. So, Weberian thought is concerned with the rationalization of the different fields of social action. Religion, according to him, is no exception to it. He saw in religion as well as a distinct shift from traditionalism to rationalism. He therefore made a distinction between irrational and rational religions. So, to him, magic was the first religion, and this he described as empiricism, that is something opposed to scientific conclusion. It discourages scientific understanding of religion. It sets polytheistic image of world. It is manipulative and effect producing. So, whoever describes it irrational, he did not even accept religion as rational. It was to him scientific to the extent it departed from magic. The process of its rationalization began with the advent of priest. His process was undermined by the charismatic prophets and the emergence of book religions led to a further systematization and rationalization of religious outlook. This Weber holds found its culmination in the Protestant ethic, as salvation came to be fixed as the goal of religious religion. The means of attaining it too were laid out. God was accepted supreme and universal. Rational religion emerged when human beings develop a systematic and rationalized stand against the world. Weber made a further classification: substantively rational as opposed to formally rational religions. In this respect, among the substantively rational, he included the Confucian religion of China, the Hindu religion of India, also the Buddhist, the Christians, and the Islamic religion. These rational religions he classified further into two main groups: such as the exemplary prophecy and the emissary prophecy. So, as regarding exemplary prophecy, whoever points out the path to salvation by exemplary living, usually by contemplative and apathetic static life, the emissary type of prophecy, according to whoever addresses its demands to the world in the name of God. Naturally, these demands are ethical and they are of an active character. Each has a different concept of God and a different way of realizing religious values. The exemplary prophecy holds, though not without exception, that the Supreme is an impersonal being, as a static state accessible only by means of contemplation. This belief is dominant in Chinese and Indian religions. In contrast, the emissary prophecy puts forth the Middle Eastern religions, such as also in Christianity is one of those systems. The Roman Catholicism was ritualistic and traditional. It did not agree with the spirit of capitalism. The Protestant revolt brought about the change end of the Protestant system. Calvinism proved conducive to the development of capitalism. So, Max Weber's Protestant ethics, as Professor Raymond Aron described, there exists an absolute transcendent God who created the world and the rules of it, but who is incomprehensible, inaccessible to the finite minds of men. As Professor Raymond Aron describes the contribution of Max Weber regarding Protestant ethics, and also this all powerful and mysterious God has predestined each of us to salvation and domination, so that we cannot be our works alter a divine decree which was made before we were born. So also, God created the world for His own glory. Whether He is to be saved or damned, man is obliged to work for the glory of God and to create the kingdom of God on earth. So also, as Raymond Aron expressed the Weberian thought on Protestant ethics, earthly things, human nature and flesh belong to the order of sin and death, and salvation can come to man only through divine grace. So, as Professor Raymond Aron expressed and explained the views of Max Weber regarding his contribution to Protestant ethics. So, Calvinists thus believe in predestination They hold that the grace of God falls only upon the elect. Whoever holds that while these elements exist separately in all other religious systems, in Calvinism their combination is original and unique. In consequence, they exclude mysticism and are anti-ritualistic. The Calvinists accept all the work in this world as God's work and accept the problems of the world as a challenge. They accept work as a calling in which one does what God wishes. Calvinist means to see the signs of election in worldly success. Therefore, whoever suggests that it leads them to great exertion, the individual is impelled towards work in order to overcome the anxiety inevitably resulting from his uncertainty about his eternal destiny. Work, which is rational, regular, constant, comes to be interpreted as obedience to a commandment of God, as it was explained on the ideas of Max Weber on Protestant ethic by Professor Raymond Aron. The merger of economic and religious behavior thus created a situation in which economic success signified religious worth and which provided motive for the growth of capitalism. Values and norms, as Max Weber emphasizes, have their impact on the humans, and these influence material and normative culture. So, this is all about Protestant ethic as presented by Max Weber, and that ideas of Max Weber on Protestant ethic is explained, well defined, and well presented by Professor Raymond Aron. So, in our next upcoming video, we would like to discuss the most important part of Weberian thought, and that is spirit of capitalism.